Hello,
you?
everyone. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm all right. You guys all just missed Iain. He just left. And I probably I've had a few glasses of red wine. So I get a bit loud.
Tell us about Iain. No, I'm just
Iain,
joking.
do you know what, actually? So he turned up and our respective partners were both wearing yellow shirts with dark pants, and me and Iain were both wearing all white as well, which happens quite a lot, that we end up coordinating what we're wearing. But yeah, no, we've been doing we're in the sort of same bubble, so we've been doing, we just hang out all the time, but Sunday roasts has been the new thing.
Yes, so a Sunday roast in Inks, is that a thing here?
Not like it is in England.
A Sunday roast is what, like
Christmas dinner every Sunday.
Yeah, at like 3:00, a late lunch. Yeah, Christmas dinner.
This one was particularly late because Iain, as usual, was especially late today. Yeah.
It's all right. Turkey's meant to be dry, isn't it? It's fine.
Well, no, it was. Well, actually, we had a bit of a disaster. It was Easter Sunday, and we were going to get I don't eat meat, so we were going to get like a non-meat roast thing. And then I went to go to the supermarket, and all the big supermarkets were closed. So I very quickly then made a Wellington. So for Americans, do you have Wellingtons, Zach?
We do.
It's like meatloaf wrapped in pastry.
But did you make a Wellington with not beef?
It would be, yeah. I did it without beef, but it's like a meatloaf wrapped in puff pastry. So it was a very kind of last, but thankfully they were late, so then I actually had time to make it.
Perfect.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does. Basically, you just whip that up. I just go, right, Postmates.
I did get quite stressed. I started to get quite anxious about things, and I was still just I hadn't showered, so I was quite grateful that they turned up late.
Yeah, thank God. Well, thank you for being here. Can you take us through the casting process? Because I had never heard of this happening before I heard it with you.
Well, I remember I taped for it. Do you know what I realised, actually? This is interesting. It wasn't actually that long ago I realised I taped for Fitz.
Wow.
Did you?
Yeah, it suddenly occurred to me. I was like, hold on a second. And I'm sure, but maybe I say that and I could be misremembered, but I'm sure I taped for Fitz before, when they were first ever doing the, imagine how different that show would have been. And I'm really, it's one of the amazing things about all the, it's not with any job, isn't it, the people you meet. And I've been very fortunate. Me and Iain are thick as thieves, just best buds, and, people like Henry, it's just, we'll, most weeks we'll FaceTime and check in and stuff. And some really great people.
What do you think? How do you think that came? How does that happen? How do you book a job that shoots on the other side of the world, and then you meet people that are friends for life? What do you think it was that was different, or is it just a fate?
Well, I think I know with Iain, we had mutual friends that I know they'd said to me, "Oh, you'll get on really well with Iain," but weird, because Iain can be quite quiet and shy, which he's not. He's not shy at all. But if you don't know him, he's quite shy. Do you know what I mean? If you're hanging around with him, he's there's no sense of lack of self-confidence or whatever. But so I thought Iain didn't really like me when I first met him, because he can be a bit
he's quite concentrated too at work. I think it's different when you meet people in different scenarios, isn't it? Like at work.
But then as soon as we kind of started to get to know each other, we just honestly, same with me and Iain. It's I could have met him anywhere in any environment. We'd have ended up really close, because I think we got brought up with similar kind of values, and weirdly we've got members of our family that are really similar.
Wow.
You've got people in his family, I'm that's just my whatever, and
yeah
stuff. So I think we would have that's just one of those things where we would have met in any environment and been had that relationship. And I'm so honestly, we sort of almost plan our lives around each other kind of thing. Where I think about where I was thinking about moving and stuff, and I'm working out how far it is to Iain's house.